Recently, I don't know if you guys had the chance to use the new HTML and iframe elements, but they're really cool. So basically what they do is that um, generally an iframe or an HTML element is always considered as in an element, okay, that is on top of a website. It's not really part of a structure. What it actually does is that this one, the new one that we just released, it kind of forces itself inside the website so that as if it's a shape or a button, etc., etc. So it's not really an HTML element; it's really a code that you're putting in you're putting inside. So I do want to go over that. So if you go on your elements panel, generally you see this HTML element. Okay, and let's go on Google Maps. That's going to be much easier. Maps, Google Maps. All right, there you go. All right, so on Google Maps, you go to share, and you have share link and embed map. So you click on embed map. So it gives you the iframe that is in HTML, okay? Or you just copy and paste this link. But let's go to the iframe. Now you can select medium, small, large, or custom size. It's not important. And I'm going to show you how to do it. You're going to really, really love it. So I'm just going to copy this link and go back to my studio. HTML element. I'm going to click on properties, and I have a box where I need to paste my code. If I right click and paste the code that I took from Google Maps, I'm just going to update it. Great. There you go. Now, let's publish this for a quick second. All right, so here's the thing. This is an element, and inside I have my code, meaning that only inside I can play around with, right? Now, compared to, let's say I want to make it for it to be, okay, see on the code here, I'm going to show you, try to pay attention to the code that I'm looking right now. I see width and height. So what I want to do is that here I see 600. I want to change it to 100 and put the percent symbol. Okay, and I'm gonna do 100% width and 100% height, and then I'm gonna click update, which is also going to update. Okay, so it doesn't really it only works within the element if I publish this right now. See, it works with the element, so I have parts of it that is cut off because it's not that good. It's not part of the website. It's just an element that is on top of my website, and inside that element we have my code. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this, delete this element. To find the new HTML elements, what I need to go to do is to go to the HTML tab, drag and drop the HTML element, and paste the code here. Now on top of it, for those code savvy developers that are using Weby'nar, you can still click on advanced and put some CSS and JavaScript. There you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, fit to width. Okay. On the other HTML element, it doesn't have the fit to width function. So if I click fit to width, it's going to take the whole width of my website, and because it's 100% on both sides, now you don't see it here on the studio, but if you publish, oh, let me go down, takes the whole width of your website. Okay, and it's cool because you can do some cool designs with it. For example, if let's say I can bring this up, what's the size of this? 650. Let's do a fit to width. Let's put it here. 650. Let's make it like this. All right. And I'm just going to copy a certain form. put a small shadow. Publish it. I really like to show you the result. So this is basically the result. So imagine having something, a really cool design like this. All right. So this is what the HTML, the new HTML and iframe can do. So a small recap, how to do it: drag and drop the HTML iframe element, insert the code or the link, try the map like we did before. Inner page, so inner page means that it pushes the code and makes it part of the structure. So if the element where the code is full width, and of course the code has to be 100%, it takes the 100% of the whole element, which takes 100% of the whole website.